Hello and welcome to day 12 of 5 Minutes for 4 Weeks, practicing Cat Stevens' Wild World. I am working on the first 2.5 measures of this piece or so. Did I get farther than that? No. So the 2 1/3 or so. Still complex, still not 100% comfortable with it, but I am getting more comfortable with it, so I want to continue that progress. Hi, Dad. Thank you for joining. Quotation of the day is: She who has no fire within herself cannot warm others. Okay, this reminds me of another more recent quotation, I think, about cause the whole concept of self-care is a new one, but there's a quotation: you do not need to put yourself on fire to keep another person warm. Um, that's true. I feel like that's being a lot of people, a lot of things are just being considered setting yourself on fire, though. It's just like any level of discomfort um, is criticized, saying you have to look out for number one. This is the notion of self-care, which I don't agree with, saying a lot of times you do have to make sacrifices to help other people, and that's the definition of selflessness and being part of a society where you have to think about others besides yourself. So not everything that you're doing is setting yourself on fire. So with that context, rereading this, she who has no fire within cannot warm others. So if you think about that, basically saying the fire within you are burning yourself a little bit. With the quotation that was meant here meant who has no fire within, meant no spark, no drive, so to speak. I want to say basically someone who's not willing to sacrifice a bit of oneself, to not have a little bit of oneself consumed by the fire, it cannot warm others. Um, and I think that's, you don't have to burn yourself entirely, but I think there are sacrifices that have to be made in order to help other people, and that works as society overall because those people return whatever was burnt. They return to themselves, and that's a mutualistic a mutualistic symbiosis, a mutualistic relationship where both people give to each other. um, that is healthy if to for both parties to make sacrifices that are not too great. um, when the sacrifice, when two things happen, is not good. Either the sacrifices are too great, the people feel too burned out, even if they are receiving in return. It's not the same, or it's not what's needed. Then the second scenario is when both parties are afraid to give any of themselves to the other party. In which case, it's saying that you can not truly warm the other person in such a way. Hi, Haley. Thank you for joining. All right. I'm about ready to begin. Timer should still be behind me, and yes, it is. 5 minutes. Let's go. 1 and 2 and a. And then an F major. Measure 3. I did get a little bit farther. I got to run halfway through, so it's measure 3. It's 1 and 2, 3. 1 E and 1 E and 2 and a. 1, 3. Thumb is on 6. That is an F. Why does it matter? Oh, I see. I can just move this way. Whatever. 1 E and 1 E and 2 and and then what's on top? That is a D. That sounds weird, but I think that's right. One E and 2 and a 3 and 1 E and 2 and a 3 and 3 and 3 and then we got a inverted D major. Sorry, D minor. So that's an A on the bottom. Open. No, it's up here. G A. Is it just like this? Yeah. Okay. So, and then mutes or not? Yeah, probably. This is natural. It gets pulled off. Okay. F A B. I have to do palm mutes for both. Or muffled strings. Okay. 1 E and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 3 and 3 and 4. Get in there. Measure 3 seemed more intimidating than it actually is. I am avoiding some details. Things that should have been played. It's like I'm making simplifying it a bit. Overall, though, I'm getting the gist of it. Putting this all together, so I'm at the halfway point now in terms of practice. I do have to make up 3 days, so technically I should be at the end of day 15 now. I wanted to do one last night. I got home too late. Too tired. So hopefully tonight, tomorrow night, Thursday night potentially, I'll be bringing it back up to speed. Because the end of this Friday, I should be the end of the 3rd week. So let's see how that goes. So thank you everyone who joined. Hope to see you all again tomorrow for hopefully regular time, 7:40 a.m. Eastern time. A reminder that there is a link available in the description section with lists of songs from which you can make requests. Wishing you all a great day for those celebrating Chodesh Tov. And as always, until next time and beyond, keep practicing.